welcome to Road to Summer Live.
Let's go.
We are here live at our Mount Berry campus in Trudy's Hub. So we are so excited that you are joining us. My name is Sarah Jurgel.
Hey guys, I am Titus Arnold. We are so excited you're here with us tonight. We have a lot of fun things in store.
Yeah.
We're going to get to hang out with some of our friends from boys camp, some of our friends from girls camp.
Woo.
Learn kind of the different teams that we're a part of, some of the fun events we're going to get to do. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, we're excited. So hit up that chat. Go ahead and get going. I see some people are already on, which is exciting. So keep talking, and we're just going to go ahead and jump into maybe our theme for 2023.
Yes. Before we bring any guests up, that's one thing we do want to do is have a chance for us to look at what we can expect this summer to be for us as we are pouring into our campers.
Yeah.
So this summer we are jumping into the theme of road trip. We are going to be hitting the road to learn more about our journey with God. So we have a fun little video for y'all to watch, so y'all check this out.
Man, Titus,
Wow.
I love that video.
That gets me pumped
I
for
know.
this summer. It gets me so excited.
Yeah.
Like we learned in that, we're going to be diving into the life of David, both through the stories in Samuel and his own writings in the Psalms, which I love so much. They're incredible. We're going to learn some powerful truths about God and our lives when we travel with him. So we hope you guys are all ready to be joining us for a road trip this summer. It's going to be a blast.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really important message for campers, but you guys too. So in order for us to learn a little bit more, we're going to start with girls camp. We have a good friend, Marissa Ray, who we're going to go ahead and welcome on stage for us. And we're going to learn a little bit more about what girls camp is all like this summer at WinShape camps.
Yeah, Marissa, welcome.
Hi.
We're glad to have you.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about you, who you are, what you do, and why you're here.
Yes, so as I said, my name is Marissa, and I get to serve on our WinShape Camps for Girls team as our activities team leader. So I just get to serve with the team that creates all of our fun skills and activities programmings throughout the day, and so it truly is a dream to get to do. I started working with WinShape 8 summers ago, coming up on this summer, which is crazy to think about. I started as a summer staffer, worked 3 summers, and then started working full-time after I graduated, and so this will be my 5th year on the full-time team. And yeah, it is just a blast getting to serve with girls camp. So
Yeah. And they are blessed to have you, Marissa. We are so excited to have you on the team. Now, you mentioned a minute ago that you do a lot of programming stuff. Kind of explain a little bit about what programming is and maybe what staff can be expecting this summer.
Yeah, definitely. So programming is just the different elements of camp and parts of camp that we spend really intentional time to create for campers to really feel like they belong, to have fun, and to start to break down walls so we can just share the gospel with campers. And so this can be anywhere from our jumpstart moments in the morning to skills, and then also to our nightlives at the end of the day.
Cool. So our nightlives, can you tell us more about what those are going to look like?
Yes.
Maybe for our returners?
Sounds fun.
Yeah,
Sounds fun.
You've probably been anxiously waiting for this big reveal, and this is going to be a sneak peek.
Yes,
So
our sneak peek.
do our parents know yet? Do
Our parents
campers
don't
know?
even know yet. Campers
Okay.
don't even know.
Ooh,
Y'all are
this is a
getting,
big moment.
I know, an inside scoop into what our nightlives are going to be this coming summer, which nightlives are one of my favorite parts of camp, because you get to just dress up and have the best time of your life. And so, yeah, for this summer, well, actually during the whole year, we spend intentional time creating these nightlives to be a place of belonging where campers can come and have fun, dance like no one's watching, and just have the best time of their lives. And so this year we have 3 new nightlives that are going to be coming. And so super excited to reveal those. Yes. So, I mean, don't we all get sad that Christmas is just one day out of the year?
Definitely.
But we're actually going to be celebrating Christmas all summer long with Jingle Bell Rock Out. And so this nightlife is going to be all about Christmas. Campers are going to get to dust off their Christmas sweaters, bring out their dancing shoes, and rock around the Christmas tree all night long.
That's so fun.
Yeah, so super excited about Jingle Bell Rock Out. And then the second one is called The Good Old Days. And so I just want to say, think about, you know, back to maybe when you were a baby and all you did was sleep, you know, what a life. That was your full-time job.
Or in college.
Or in
sleeping
college.
all the time.
Definitely did that in college a lot too.
Or think about, you know, when your grandma talks about how, you know, the price of gum used to be a nickel. Those were truly the good old days.
The good old days.
The good old days.
Ain't that right, Marissa?
It is. And so we're going to celebrate those days. And so campers are going to get to come. They can dress up from, you know, babies to grandmas and just celebrate the good old days. And this one might get a little messy sometimes too. So we're super excited about a messy nightlife. And then last but certainly not least is Surf and Safari. And this one's going to be fun. We're going to just surf right on into the safari with a fun safari theme night of safari themed games. This one might get wet too, depending on where you are. And you just come dressed in your favorite animal print or things like that. So super excited about these 3 new nightlives. We of course are going to have all of our recurring nightlives such as Campfire Encounter, Ultimate Rec, Mega Relay, and things like that. But these are some of our new ones. And I think they're being released to parents and campers here in the next couple weeks. So you'll be able to check them out online too and get to see more details. And you can go ahead and start getting your costumes ready because we know we love to dress up.
Love that.
Go to Goodwill. Check out all the places for them. Or maybe some discounted Christmas gear now that Christmas is over. This is the time. You know?
You sound like a pro at this.
Yeah, I mean, I do. I am ready. I will say I am ready. I do have my outfit. I'm going to be prepared for that.
It's
going to be awesome.
It's only February 1st.
Christmas year-round. You know, that's what I like to do. Well, we have 3 different camp locations, and I'd love for Marissa just to share about what those are. Maybe you're wondering, too, where you fit into the mix. So, Marissa, can you just tell us what these 3 camp locations are like?
Yeah, so that is really why a lot of you are here, because you're super excited to find out what culture group you're going to be a part of. And so as Sarah said, we have 3 different girls camp locations. And so super excited to walk through each of those and to also tell you about each of their specific culture groups. But since we are part of camp, we can't just throw them up on the screen as a list. So I thought we'd play a little game to kind of, you know, tell us which camp location we're going to start with first. I'm going to need your help.
Love that.
So a picture is going to pop up on the screen, and it's going to be very pixelated. And so I want to see if either of you can guess maybe which camp location is showing a picture of.
Help us out. Put it in the chat, okay?
Yes, so that anybody in the chat can pick it out.
Oh, all right. Ooh, we have our first one.
I think I see water.
It does look like a big lake or a swimming pool, maybe. That might be someone in a banana costume on the far right.
I would not be surprised if
costume.
this is camp, if that's a banana too.
Maybe we'll see it get a little bit clearer and see if that helps.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. Titus, I'm not going to help you because at this point I knew, and now I'm embarrassed that I didn't know.
Give us your best guess, Titus.
I mean, I recognize some of those colors. I think maybe Mount Berry. It looks like it could be Mount Berry.
Well,
I'm going to go Mount Berry. That's my guess.
Mount Berry.
That's
all right,
my guess.
let's see that clear picture. That is our Young Harris location.
Not
Mount Berry. Not
and
Mount
Sarah,
Berry.
you definitely
Yes, I should have known.
Yes,
I am one of the coordinators at Young Harris.
Yes, so for our Young Harris location, this location is actually in Young Harris, Georgia at Young Harris College. And this camp location is a 1-week camp. And so campers come on Sundays, they stay through Fridays, and then you get a new set of campers every single week. And these campers stay in the dorm rooms, and so we actually turn the college dorm rooms into their suites and move bunk beds in there and everything. We transform the hallways to look like they're walking into a whole different world. So love being up at Young Harris and super excited for y'all who are going to join us there. Young Harris is also specifically for completed 1st through 8th grade girls. So those are the ages that you'll see at Young Harris. And Young Cares is also split into 3 clubs. So the culture groups there are 3 clubs. So we have the Bumbleline Club, the
Let me do my
Scotian Club,
signs.
and the Royal
Do your
Club.
signs,
Yes, do your signs.
Marissa.
All right.
yeah.
The Bumbleline. We've got the
the
Scotian.
Scotian, and the Royal
the Royalum.
Clubs.
I'm
Yes.
not
Are you
even
catching
going
on
to,
to it?
I'm not even going to try
This
that
one's so
one there.
hard
That
for
one's
me.
not me.
Yeah,
so.
if you're a part of one of those, you will learn that sign very soon. But yeah, we're going to jump into who our Young Cares staff are going to be.
I love it.
And we'll start with the Bumbleline Club. And this one's near and dear to my heart because I actually started in the Bumbleline Club.
Oh,
But this
what a way to
year,
start.
our leadership for Bumbleline, Hallie Burgraff is going to be our Bumbleline Junior leader. And so Bumbleline Junior means that it's completed 1st through completed 5th grade. And then Sarah Moore is going to be our completed, or our senior our club leader, which is completed 6th through completed 8th grade. So that's how junior and senior are split, and they are going to be leading our Bumbleline Club. And then for the moment you've all been waiting for our Bumbleline Junior staffers, we hope you see your name. If you see your name on there, just throw something in the chat. We're super excited for our returners that are coming back. Like I see
Punch Buggy is on
Tanya
there.
Schaff on there,
Punch
Kayla
Buggy?
George.
Punch Buggy,
I did not see a punch
And
buggy
we
on there.
got Deerheart. So I'm saying all of these crazy names because at Young Cares in the Enchanted Valley, we have magical Enchanted Valley camp names.
Okay.
So if you have a camp name and you see your name on here, go
Just
ahead
throw
and
it in there.
yeah, shoot it in the chat.
Punch
us
Buggy,
know
that's
what
good.
you're
Who's
doing.
Punch Buggy? Who is?
That's Jillian Birdsong
Jillian,
right
okay,
there.
wow. Jillian, I love that
Event
name. That's awesome.
assistant, Ivy Odom's on there. So we have some
Wow.
program staff
So
in
that's
Bumbleline Junior.
that's our Bumbleline Junior. And so what about our Bumbleline Senior?
Oh,
Here
okay.
they are.
I see.
Gabby's coming back, and
Yeah, I see Ada on there. I think she's
Ada
one of our
Burris.
speakers this summer.
Yes,
right?
she is one of
Okay.
our speakers. Her
Yep.
camp name is IHOP. So if you're on there, hop into the chat.
Macy Todd is
Let us
coming
know.
back. She's switching camp locations. She served us at Mount Berry last summer, coming to Young Cares this summer.
Wow.
So super excited for
That's
that.
so much fun.
We're excited for that too. We've got SWAT on there. Yeah, so
Yeah.
many awesome people in
So
Bumbleline.
that is our Bumbleline Club. So super excited about the Bumbleline Club. But then we will move on to our Scotian Club. So that's our second club, which is going to be led by Kylie Lamoth. Super excited to have her back. She's been a staff with us for a couple of years. Very grateful for her coming back in this leadership role. So she's going to be leading the Mighty Scotian Club this summer. And once again, Scotian is split also into junior and senior. And so for our Scotian junior staff members, here they are.
Woo!
I know.
We got our other worship speaker on there,
In there.
Grace Avery.
Yeah, we got some more returners. Rachel coming back. Yeah, super excited for our Scotian Club.
Give a shout out if
Their
you're Scotian.
mascot is the whale, as you see down there. Bumbleines was the bumblebee. The mascot for Scotian is the whale.
And everyone's got a secret handshake
Yes,
too.
which
So
you'll
if you
find
know
out
it-
when
Wow.
you get to camp.
Yeah.
Young Cares
Keep
just
it to
keeps getting
yourself.
better and better.
I
This is
know.
awesome.
We've got lots of little culture things that are really fun and exciting.
And then for our Scotian seniors, here they are.
Ooh, I think Jazzy's a returner, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, Jazzy's
Disco.
coming back.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And we
some
have
of
our
those-
worship
CC's
leader on there.
coming, Paige. Yeah, we have lots of fun, familiar faces on there as well.
Some new staff.
So that is our Scotian Club. And so rounding it out, we had Bumline, we had Scotian, and now we have our Royalum Club.
Royalum.
So our Royalum are the Mighty Lions, and here's Gabby, who's going to be leading our Royalum Junior Club. She's coming back. She's super sweet, excited to have her coming back to lead this summer. And then for our Senior Club, we have Olivia Wright returning as well.
Slushy.
Yeah, Slushy. She's coming on back.
That's awesome.
So very grateful for both of them and excited for them leading the Royalum Club. And then we will go on over and look to our Royalum Junior staff. Here they are. I see, Melina's on there.
Melina.
She
Love
she
Melina.
works with us
She
right
was over
now.
at Mount Berry last year. Now she works with us full time too in the off season.
So Melina's coming back. I see Grace Harmon on there, which we actually might get to meet a little bit later.
Ooh.
Sneak peek.
Super excited she's coming back. Yeah, great Royalum Junior Club there. And then what about our Royalum Seniors? Here they are.
We got Emma Parker. Her camp
Yeah.
name's Venture. If you're on there, representing Liberty University
Go
in Virginia.
Flames.
Yeah, go Flames.
Yeah.
Morgan, she's one of our actresses. Is
Morgan's
that
an
correct?
actress,
Yep.
also at Liberty too.
right.
Yeah.
Wow,
All the
Liberty
Liberty.
representing
I
here in the
know.
Royal
If you're in the
Club.
chat and you are at Liberty, go ahead and give us a Go Flames.
Yeah, give
Go
us a Go
Flames.
Flames.
Wow.
So that wraps up our Young Harris location and their culture groups. And so we'll jump to the next one. But
Okay.
before we can, I'm going to need your help with
The
the
game.
Another
picture
one.
again.
Another one.
We
Let's
gotta
see
figure it out.
if you
Okay.
can. Sarah got the first one. Let's
feel
see,
good about
Titus,
this
if you can
one.
get this one.
That-
Maybe.
This one looks.
I
Yeah, this is,
honestly
I think,
feel like
Mount Berry.
this. Yeah, I honestly think this would be Mount Berry.
It looks like Mount Berry.
Okay,
That's-
let's see a little
It's
bit
like
of a clearer
temple-y.
picture. Is that,
Um,
like,
Okay, if this
showing
is
you
Mount
more?
Berry, and I don't recognize that, so maybe I don't know this campus well enough. Little embarrassing.
I mean, yeah, but it looks like the building's up there at Retreat.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with Mount Berry. That's gonna be my guess. So.
all right, let's see what it is.
That-
It's actually our Cahata
This is not Mount
Springs
Berry.
location.
Cahata Springs.
Yes, so this is Cahata Springs, and what's so special about our Cahata Springs location is it is specifically for high school girls.
Wow.
And so we are very just grateful, and we love Cahata Springs for that reason. Our programming is intentionally created for high school girls, and also Cahata Springs is surrounded by water. So these
So
girls
pretty.
get to go on the lake, they get to experience being on the boat, the banana boat, and lots of
That's
different
so
things
fun.
like that. So
Yeah.
we
So
love our
fun.
Cahata Springs location. It is a 1-week camp location as well, and serves just our high school girls, like I
That's
said.
awesome.
And so our Cahata Springs location is actually split into legacies. So at Young Harris, we had clubs. At Cahata, we have legacies.
Okay.
And so at Cahata, we have 4 different legacies, and they change with you as you age, or go up with you as you age. So we're going to walk through each of those. And so we'll start with our 9th grade legacy this year, which is going to be our Willow legacy, which is going to be led by Abby.
Ooh.
She's coming back for us, and she's going to be leading the mighty Willow legacy, our 9th grade campers this summer at Cahata Springs. So we're super excited she's coming back. And then let's see her group. Here they are, the Willow legacy.
Oh, there's Trina.
Yeah,
Trina.
Trina.
Sierra's coming back. She's making the switch to Cahata Springs from Young Harris.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah, if any of
peace
y'all
on
are
there?
on here,
Peace
shoot
on
it up
there,
in the
yeah,
chat.
Marissa Harris. I'll see some returners and some new faces. Super excited for the Willow legacy.
Oh yeah.
I know, yeah. And these colors you'll notice
Oh,
throughout
there's-
here are really nice.
They have
They're
the
so
best
pretty.
color scheme.
I know, yeah.
The
And so
best
we'll move
palette
on
there.
to our 10th grade legacy. And our 10th grade legacy is going to be our Maple legacy. And this legacy is going to be led by Michaela Brock this coming summer. So she's coming back to lead the mighty Maples. And so we can see our Maple legacy members right here.
Oh wow,
So,
I see
yeah.
Lizzie on there.
Yeah,
Lizzie Downey.
Regania is
Regania,
coming.
yeah.
Yeah, she serves on the activities team. So we love that.
I recognize so many of these names.
I know,
Yeah.
Lizzie
This is great.
Downey.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, yeah, we got a lot of
Yeah.
returners in the Maple legacy.
Allie Killer. That's a great name.
Yeah.
That's a really good name. A killer name.
Killer name.
Killer name, for sure.
I love that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is going to be our Maple legacy for this upcoming summer. So that's our 10th grade girls. And then for our completed 11th and 12th grade girls, we have 2 legacies, but they're actually kind of combined together. So for completed 11th grade and 12th grade girls, we have our Spruce and our Aspen legacy, who are going to be led by Emma. She's returning
Emma.
as well for us to lead the 11th and 12th grade girls at Cahata Springs this summer. So we're super excited about her coming back. And then we can look at her Spruce leader, or her Spruce staff this coming summer. And so I see quite a couple returners and
Emily
new faces
Watley.
in there. Yeah, Emily Watley,
Yeah.
Emily Wilder. Yeah, throw some love in the chat if you're a part of the Spruce legacy. And
Cute
those are our
Emily.
That green
Spruce
is
staff.
great.
I know, yeah.
That
and
green
then-
looks really good.
I know.
Yeah, send a little Christmas tree, especially
Oh,
since
yeah.
we're doing Jingle Bell Rock
You're
Out.
right,
If you're in
and
Spruce,
Spruce.
send a little,
That's a great call.
a little
Yeah.
Good call.
Christmas tree.
I
Yeah.
love that.
You know, Spruce trees.
And then we'll go over to our Aspen legacy, and these are our Aspen staff for this coming summer as well.
Oh, Cassie.
I know, Michaela Weeks is coming back.
Yeah, this is
Goodness.
exciting.
Yeah, I know. It's great. It's so fun to see returning names, but then also new names, and
Yeah.
to be excited to get
Yeah.
to meet all the new faces that we'll get to see at staff training. So,
Yeah.
Marissa, didn't you say that you would be an Aspen if you
oh,
were?
I would be a spruce.
Oh, a
yes,
spruce, a
yes. Thanks
spruce,
for
that's
reminding me.
right,
Yes, I would be
yeah.
a spruce. So at Cahata, you're put in your legacy based off the year you graduated.
Okay.
So based off of the year I graduated in, which is graduate high school, which was
Okay.
back in 2014.
Oh, me too.
Okay,
Oh,
so
wow.
you'd be
Yeah.
a spruce
Turbo
as well.
spruce.
So
Oh,
we'll
spruce
Join the Spruce Legacy.
Imagine me sending a Christmas tree to all of you.
Virtual Christmas tree.
Merry
Yes.
Christmas.
Well, and our Kahada staff, though, they're also really special because they get to, that's also where we host our family camp as well, right?
Yep. So our Kahada staff, some of them will transition to then help serve with our family camp location that actually is located at Kahada Springs as well. So the first half of the summer is our Kahada Springs Girls Camp location or our Girls Camp camp. And then the second half is our family camp. So
That's
some of
so
them
exciting.
do make that transition, which we're thankful
Yeah.
for.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, Kahada looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
it
gonna be
definitely is. I know. All of our camps are so different and so fun. It's
Yeah.
like you see all these different things about them that you love. And
Cool.
so we finished 2 of them. So now we go to the 3rd.
I know I'm going to get this one right.
So one more
I feel good
picture
about this
to
one.
try this one
Deduction.
out.
Come on.
So let's see the picture. Okay, let's guess where on this mysterious
yeah,
campus
that's a great
it
yeah,
might
since
be.
you know where this
Shall
one
we?
is.
Okay.
Trees around. I mean, that's everywhere.
I mean, this looks like Minecraft. Like, this is just,
know.
we're playing a game of Minecraft here.
I think it could be the chapel.
It does look like a chapel.
Chapel,
Steeple.
I
I
like
see
it
a
has a
cross.
little
I agree
steeple
with
up
you.
there. Maybe
It's gotta
let's
be
go
a
to the
cross
next
up there.
picture, see a little bit clearer. Does that help
Okay.
at all?
Looks like the
I mean, there's
general.
literally a cross right there in the middle. Like, that has to be a
You're
church,
right.
yeah?
Okay, we know it's Mount Berry, but let's see where
club
on Mount
flags.
Berry's location it is.
Oh,
There it is.
Not
The
a
lodge.
cross
the
at all.
lodge. The lodge. Oh man. Okay.
Yeah,
Well.
that's okay. You knew it was Mount Berry.
Yeah.
So
If you
What
did
a
get it
picture,
right, or
though.
at least thought you might have gotten it right, go ahead and put that in the
Yeah.
chat there too.
yeah, so our Mount Berry location is our 3rd and final girls camp location, and that is actually housed here on our Mount Berry campus. And so campers get to come back here. It's on Berry College's campus in the back of it, and they get to come and spend 2 weeks here. So this is our only camp that is a 2-week session, not a 1-week session. And so campers come for 2 weeks at a time, which is crazy that we
Yeah.
have, little completed first graders
I
coming
know.
for 2 weeks, but they do it.
Strong
and they have
parents.
the time
Wow.
of their lives. So that is Mount Berry that is here. Mount Berry is actually split into 6 different villages. And so as you get older, you progress through different villages in Mount Berry.
Okay.
And so to tell you about the villages, we'll start with the youngest one, which is our Canyon Village. And so our Canyon Village is going to be led by Madeline Groff. And our Canyon Village is for completed first through 3rd graders. And so she
These
will
are the
be
tiny
leading,
ones.
Yeah, the
I know.
little baby
Little
campers running
nuggets.
around. 1st through 3rd graders. And so Madeline will be leading the Canyon Village. And here are those staff members that are going to be a part of
Oh,
Canyon this
yeah.
coming summer.
Grace Kilgore.
Yeah,
on
she's
there.
Coming back?
she's on program staff, I
Oh.
believe.
And I worked with Cassie Zeppatelli
Uh-huh.
last year. She was one of the actresses at Young Harris.
Yeah.
She's moving to Mount Berry this summer, which is super exciting.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, Catherine's
It's good to have
coming.
that different
April
perspective of
Jacobson
camps.
is coming
Yeah.
back. This looks like a great crew for our
Yeah.
Canyon Village this coming summer. And so that is our youngest village. And so we'll move on to the next one, which will be our Woodland Village, which is for our completed 4th and 5th graders. And it will be led by Molly this coming summer. So we're super excited to have her coming back as well, leading the Woodland Village in their green. We
love
love
that
that. And so she'll be leading them. And these are going to be her staff members for the summer.
Wow.
So if you're going to be a part of the Woodland Village, give us a shout out in the chat.
There's a lot in there.
yeah,
Yeah,
there is
there's
a
a
lot.
good. Woodland
I
is
see-
one of our biggest. So
Yeah, Lydia
yeah, we have a lot of
Prudent.
staff coming.
Lydia,
She's going to be
she's-
leading
yeah.
our production team this summer.
Yeah,
Program
Aspen's
shout
coming
out
back.
there.
Yeah.
Lexi Davis, she's on our equestrian team. So if anyone's excited
cool.
about horseback riding, she'll be coming back this summer. So
Serenity, that's a good name as well. There's a
Yeah.
lot of really
I
good
know,
names
I'm
in
thinking
here.
Aspen too.
Iris, there's so
I know.
many
The
fun
Woodlands.
names there.
Becca's coming. Yeah, we have lots
Great.
of
Raina?
lots of new and returning faces in the Woodland Village, and so that is our next one. And then our 3rd village, it will be our Cascade Village, which will be our completed 6th through 8th grade girls,
Okay.
and it's
Middle
going to be led
school.
by Josie. She's coming back as well. We're always grateful for these returners who come back to lead, and so Josie will be coming back to lead that Cascade Village, and these are her staff members for this coming
Ooh.
summer.
This is great.
I know, so they'll
Y'all
be
are
representing
working with
Cascade
with the
Village.
middle schoolers,
Yeah.
troopers.
Yep,
Yep.
I know. Yeah, we love the middle school girls.
One of the best ages,
Mhm.
honestly.
So fun.
Yep, Amanda
love it.
Bridges is coming back. She serves with activities too. Excited about that.
That's great.
Grace Johnson.
Cameron Riggs, I recognize that name, I think.
Yeah,
Totally.
mhm.
Yeah.
Kinsey. So lots of returners and new faces as well to the Cascade Village.
That's so fun.
Yeah, so we've had Canyon and Woodland and Cascade. And so up next we have our Sierra Village. And so our Sierra Village is going to be led by Dasha Schaff. And our Sierra Village is for our completed 8th and 9th grade girls. And so Dasha will be leading this team of the Sierra Village.
This is jumping into our senior camp, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Starting into
Okay,
our senior
sweet.
camp.
Yeah. I see CC Gentry.
Oh, yeah.
If you're in the
Elizabeth
Sierras, send a
and
little mountain.
Autumn, Riley
Oh,
Hamilton.
you got the emojis
Tom.
down.
I know.
You
Yeah.
got the
Thinking
emojis
of all the
down.
emojis down in my head.
That's great.
Yeah, I love that. So Krista Baird's coming back. Just saw her name on there. So we're excited about those people who will be a part of our Sierra Village. And then up next, we have our Oasis Village. And so this village is for our completed 10th and 11th grade girls. And it's going to be led by Gracie this coming summer. She's coming back to us as well. We're very grateful and excited to have her leading the Oasis Village. And Oasis is going to be staffed by these great people.
Ooh, there's a lot of
so-
returners in this
Morgan
one.
Forehand.
I know, Mary Kellen.
Audrey, excited to have
Meg
her back.
Latson coming back. Yeah, we have lots of
Yeah.
fun, familiar faces in Oasis
that's
this
fun.
coming summer.
I'm curious too to know like who maybe goes to the same university. And,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you may not even know
I
that,
know.
that you're going to be
That's always
working
the
camp
best,
this
to be
summer.
Yeah.
working with someone and realize they actually are in a class right next to you or
Yeah.
something, you know?
So wild.
So yeah, and then last but certainly not least is our Taiga Village. And so this village will be led by Audrey this coming summer. And what's so specific and unique about our Taiga Village is that they actually spend 1 week off campus. They spend 1 week in the trails. And so it's definitely just by choice for campers if they want to be a part of this, but this is for completed 11th grade girls as well. And so our staff who are going to be taking on the trails with her and the campers are these 3 people right here. So we are very grateful for them. They're going to be spending 4 weeks out of the
Wow.
summer living on the trails.
That's wild.
I know.
I mean, talk about intentionality there.
I know,
You
yeah.
get some great time with
Definitely.
campers. That's awesome.
Sure. And freeze dried food.
And
Oh,
free
yeah.
shot food. I
Yep.
love the Tigers. That's so fun.
Yeah, so we're super excited about all of our staff that are going to be joining Mount Berry and these villages, and just all of our staff that are going to be joining all of our camp locations across in all of
Yeah.
our culture groups. So
Yeah.
that
They'll be
is
here
just-
soon.
Yeah, they'll be here so
Soon,
soon,
yeah.
just a few months, which is crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we just touched the surface of our culture groups, and so each culture group has its own like character attribute, their own cheers, their own colors, and everything like that. And you're actually going to be receiving some email communication soon after this happens tonight from your leadership teams. And it's going to have more information about what culture group you're a part of and things like that. So get excited to start being able to learn your sign, learn your cheer, learn
Yeah.
what attribute your village or your club is going to stand for.
Yeah.
As you get to learn a little bit more about that tonight after you get that email.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And we are always looking for more staff. So
Yeah.
if you have friends that you know at school who are looking for something to do this summer, encourage them to come work.
Yeah.
We have plenty of places we can put
Yeah.
people.
It's not too late. Yeah.
Maybe
Not
you
too late
just
at all.
heard you're going to be a part of the Bumbleline Club and you want a friend to come be a Bumbleline with you.
They
Maybe
can
they
be a
just,
Bumbleline too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe they really like bees or something.
Yeah.
And that's why.
I know.
Well, Marissa, do we have
Yeah.
any more pictures or anything? Is that?
That's it. That
That's
covers
it?
all of our camp locations.
Wow.
That's a camp.
That's
I know.
awesome.
Yep, that's Girls
Wow.
Camp for you.
Well, thank you
Marissa,
so much for
yeah.
sharing.
Yeah, of course.
This is
Thanks for
awesome.
letting me join y'all.
Really
And,
appreciate
yeah,
that.
excited for all these staff who are going to be joining us so soon at
So
Staff
soon,
Training Week.
yeah.
Cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thanks, Marissa. We'll
Yeah.
see you soon.
Of course.
Sweet.
See y'all soon.
Well, speaking of staff, I know I got the opportunity to work with one of our amazing summer staffers, and her name is Grace Harmon. We call her Ripstick in the Valley. I'm going
Ripstick.
to actually have her join us on stage so that we can talk a little bit more about what to expect as a summer staffer from someone who's actually been in those shoes, who has walked the second mile, truly. And yeah, we just want to ask her some questions and get to know her a little bit more. So, yeah. Hey, Grace.
Hello.
How are you?
Welcome.
I'm so good.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah, glad you're here. Tell us a little bit more about you. What are you studying? Yeah, how many summers and what your position is going to be?
I can do that. So I am Grace Harmon. I am a biochemistry major here at Berry College. I worked at Young Harris last summer, and I was the sports assistant, and then I will be returning to Young Harris this summer to be skills leader, so I'm super excited about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Which club were you in?
I was in Royla.
Look at the good one.
Nice.
Yeah, I love it.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Well, Grace, yeah, we're really excited to have you here, and we really value our returning staff, as we tell you guys all the time that you're the best recruiters for us. You also have some of the best advice and the best wisdom to embark on new staff. I
Yeah,
think that's
honestly.
what better way to come into the summer than talking to someone who's already been through it.
Yeah, for sure.
So we had a few questions that we want to ask you and give you a chance to give some advice and some feedback to either new staff or even returners who may need this as well.
Yeah.
So jumping into that, one of the first questions we want to ask you is, if you could go back to right before working your very first summer, what are a few things that like you would tell yourself? So think back before you came in that summer. What would you tell yourself now?
For sure. I was definitely nervous going into my first summer. I didn't know what to expect. I'd seen WinShape from the camper side, but I didn't know what it'd look like being a staffer, and so I was really nervous. But one thing I would tell myself is to trust God. He will provide more than enough. He will provide you with things you didn't know that you needed.
Yeah.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
He will provide you with the people around you need. He'll give you the energy you need, the
Yeah.
patience you need some days, and he will just give it all to you, so you don't even need to worry about anything.
Yeah, that's good. That's really important. I think what's hard is, you go into the summer not really knowing what to expect, and to come away with it with that perspective of just trusting in the Lord. That's honestly what it's all about, and such a valuable lesson,
for sure.
truly.
awesome.
Yeah, speaking of hard things too, we know that the summer comes with a lot of realities that you may not have anticipated. So what is one of the most difficult things that you did not anticipate before the summer?
Yeah, for sure. One thing that was more difficult than I anticipated was giving up my phone. So I'm not a huge social media person, so I was like, it's fine, I'll be okay. But one thing I am is a big phone call person. I love calling my family. I call my mom every single day, and it's just a way to decompress and just talk through my day and stuff like that. So it was really difficult not to have her just right in my back pocket to call her if I needed to. And so one thing I found out through going through that last summer and really missing like her words when I needed them was to go ahead and have like your loved ones write you a letter before you even leave, and then you can just bring it with you in
That's
your
awesome.
bag. So if you like are having a rough night and you really want to talk to like your mom or your dad or your sister, then you can just pull out like their letter from your bag and read their words right there, and not have to wait until they send you a letter or something like that.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's huge. And like great acknowledgement too, like knowing yourself, and knowing like I need this. How can I better prepare myself for that?
That's really intentional.
That's really cool.
Thanks for doing that.
Flipping that question a little bit, what was something that might have been better than you anticipated? You're stepping into a new job, a new experience. What was something that you weren't expecting to be good, and it turned out to be like one of the better parts of the summer?
Yeah, one thing I wasn't anticipating being as amazing as it was all the different relationships I formed with people. Like I went into it not knowing who was working WinShape with me, like not recognizing the names of people that were working with me, and I was just really not sure how that was gonna go. But I have made so many friends that I can tell are going to be lifelong friends. Like friends that have helped me throughout the summer, but also have come and visited me at Barry and stayed with me and text me every day. And it's just, they've been great.
Yeah, that's really, really important too. And especially like if you right now are at a college campus where maybe you aren't surrounded by a lot of other believers, I'm really excited that, you will have the opportunity to get to know like-minded people that you got to meet, Grace, and you get to stay connected. I know I've stayed connected with like a best friend from 2018, and we talk almost every day, and you build friendships for
I'll say
lifetimes.
all of my friends now are camp friends, so I feel that for
so
sure.
the best friends ever. Yeah, thanks for sharing about that too. Cool. Well, one more question. If you could give any advice to someone coming in for the first time, or maybe even a returner, what advice on how to prepare well for the summer would you give them?
So one thing I would say is do a little self-exploration and get to know yourself. Like what makes you feel rested? Like after a long day, what's going to help you like unwind and decompress before you go to bed? Maybe that's reading a book, maybe that's journaling or reading the Bible, or just whatever that is. Get to know what fills you up and helps you to relax and go to sleep and make you feel a little bit more like you, and then bring that with you to camp so that you can use it as a resource on those days.
That's awesome. That's great. I mean, like resetting, resting, those are crucial in regular everyday life. And so in the summer when everything's kind of amped up, you definitely need that. So
For
it's
sure.
great advice. Well, Grace, before you leave, you have any other like closing thoughts, anything else that you would say to anyone out there listening?
Yeah, I'd say go ahead and get excited, start celebrating. You've already made the decision to work over the summer at WinShape, and it's the best decision you could have made for your summer. So I'm going to say just get excited about it, trust it, and just look forward to all the great things that are to come.
Yeah, we're really excited that you're coming back
Yeah,
too.
absolutely.
I'm excited I'm coming
Yeah,
back.
and being able to lead a team, you are so great with activities, and we have some other returners in positions at Young Harris too, so it's going to be really cool to get to see all those familiar faces again.
For
Yeah.
sure. I'm
Thanks for
excited.
sharing your amazing brain with us and your time. We really value that. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Grace. We'll see you in a few months.
Yeah.
Yeah, so soon.
Well, now we get to transition into one of my favorite parts of all of camps.
Okay.
If you think you can guess it?
Okay, boys camp.
Boys camp,
Yep.
obviously. We love boys camp. Like I said, some of my best friends, some of my closest friends. But yeah, we're going to jump into our boys camp programming, our different locations, and our staff. So we're going to invite up one of our good friends.
Our friends, yeah.
Our really good friend, Jacob Mewborn. He's going to come on up, and he's going to join us and tell us a little bit about boys camp.
Yes,
How's it
which
going?
I don't know a whole lot about, considering I am not one of those things of being a boy. So
Really? You didn't know this?
yeah, I know, surprising, right? So Jacob, yeah, can you tell us who you are, what you do here, and yeah, tell these fellow staff members.
Yeah, I would love to. My name is Jacob Mewborn, and I get to serve as the events coordinator here at our Mount Berry location. And what I do there, I get to oversee our media team, our worship, production, and then our camp-wide event team. And so it's a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think I have the most fun function out of
Sounds
camp, but it's just, we have a lot of fun all summer long.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. What does this fun look like at boys camp? So at girls camp, we have nightlife. So what does it look like?
Yeah,
for y'all?
so at boys camp, we call them camp-wide events. They still function pretty much the same.
Okay.
I would love to share some with you
Okay.
for 2023.
Sneak
Let's
peek,
find
round
out.
two.
So we still have our classics like Ignite or Council of the Wilds at Mount Berry or Squad Wars at Cleveland. But every year we get to come up with brand new events, which is super exciting. And so let's start with one of our senior camp events. You'll see on the screen, it's called Wild Wild West for our senior
Oh.
campers. Yeah, we're going to the
Giddy
West.
up,
That looks
Buttercup.
fun.
Yeah. And their senior campers will get to do things like shoot pellet guns,
Okay.
Fun.
play some cops and robbers.
Casual.
Cool.
And then something I'm really excited about is to debut a mechanical bull for our senior
Okay.
campers. So get ready.
Does everyone talk in a country accent?
They do, and they'll also get to pick their cowboy names based
Okay.
on their birth month and the
Do you
first
have a cowboy
initial.
name?
I believe my cowboy name is Kicking Coyote Kit, based on the generator that I have. But
Kicking
wow.
Coyote Kit.
campers will get to do that all summer
That's awesome.
long for senior camp.
That's awesome.
And then moving right along at our Cleveland location, they are going to get to play Clued In,
Oh.
That
which
looks fun.
you've played the board game Clue, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, love it.
And
Really
now
good at
this
it.
is putting you inside the game of Clue. So they'll get to interact with your favorite characters like Colonel Mustard,
Oh, really?
or they'll be solving a mystery, a murder, let's
Okay.
say.
Oh.
There's been a murder.
That sounds fun.
And they'll get to do that with their campers and hopefully solve the case for everyone.
Wow.
Yeah,
So,
I hope so too, especially if
Yeah,
it's a
there's
murder.
a murder.
yeah, it's
We
serious
need to
business here.
We really
Serious
need to
business
figure that
for
out.
this event.
That one looks fun.
And then moving to our final junior camp event at Mount Berry is Honey, I Shrunk the Campers.
I'm
And if-
really intrigued by this one.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you're picking up some Toy Story vibes, you're kind of in the right area.
Okay.
So we're going to shrink our campers down to toy-size little figurines, and they're
That
going to get
does not
to.
sound safe.
Not at all.
It's very safe. It's FDA approved. FDA approved. We're very professional here, and they'll get to interact with life-size elements like jumbo Jenga,
Fun.
or we have a bounce house made out of crayons.
What?
So
What?
yeah, it's gonna be a whole lot of fun, and get to meet some of their favorite characters like
Oh.
Buzz or Woody,
Woody.
those kind of things. So I'm really
I
excited
love
for this
it.
Oh
event.
gosh.
It'll be a whole lot of fun.
That's
So,
awesome,
Yeah, that's
man.
just a little sneak peek at some of the events. We still have some more, but
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
don't want to spoil all this,
Yeah.
all the fun.
Those are going to be revealed soon, though, yeah? Again,
Mm-hmm.
in a couple of weeks, we're going to be revealing those to our parents and our campers and staff as well.
Yeah.
So you guys get a little sneak peek here, but be on the lookout on Instagram and probably emails and stuff as well.
Yeah,
to
get
find
your
out
cowboy
all that.
hats out. If you're from Texas, go ahead and say it in the chat, and
Yeah.
then bring your cowboy boots.
Yeah,
and
special style.
send the cowboy emoji.
There it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
you
it
know the
is.
Yeah,
emojis
there
too.
you go.
Yeah,
emoji,
yeah, I'm not alone here. You know them.
Jacob, this looks awesome. So I heard you say in there a little bit about Mount Berry and Cleveland. Are those the 2 locations for boys camp?
Yeah, so at boys camp we have 2 locations. One of them is our 1-week camp at Cleveland, and then we have a 2-week camp here at Mount Berry.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Can you tell us a little bit more about those so that we can see who's where?
I would love
Yeah.
to, and I think a fun way to tell you more about those is do some trivia. I love trivia.
Oh, gosh.
In high school,
I'm
me and my
so
friends
bad
would go
at
to
it.
do trivia every week. So
This is gonna be great.
I have a few questions here about boys camp, and they're going to be true or false questions. But
Okay.
in order to help you answer, if you look under your seat, it's not a new car, sadly. don't make that much. But there should be some paddles there, and on one
Oh.
side,
my
it
shoes.
will-
Oh, wow.
one side will be a thumbs up for true, and then the other side, thumbs down for false.
Oh.
Okay.
Aw.
I thought we both went
but
up
y'all
and
are pros. Y'all work at WinShape. Y'all should know these answers. You
Okay.
at home can play along, I'm sure.
I don't know much about boys camp though. I'm a little nervous.
Hey, I think you'll be fine.
I'm afraid
These are
of
like really
failure.
elementary. You got
Okay.
it. It'll be really
Elementary.
good. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All
So
right,
first
let's see.
question here. Speedy Trejo is the 3rd director of WinShape Camps for Boys.
Is the
Right.
3rd director. Okay.
Last summer was my first summer at WinShape, to be honest with you. So I don't know. I'm just gonna say false.
I don't think that's true. Yeah.
Well, we can't both be right.
Oh, that.
Thank you.
That's fair.
Thank you, Titus. Thank you, Titus, for making the competition. So, that is actually false. He is only our 2nd director.
Proud of myself.
You're both here. Right?
Here,
I'm so
Titus
sorry.
Redemption. Do you know who
I
the
made
first
you
director
change
was?
it.
I know the first director was Rick Johnson.
Yes.
Okay.
That is correct.
I
All
knew
right,
that
so
one.
So he's the
you
second.
know some stuff, but
yeah.
you didn't get the right
Yeah.
answer.
I'll
So,
take the
point for Sarah.
half point there.
Congrats.
All right, our next question that we have for you is, at our Mount Berry location, we have a lake named Legacy Lake. True or false?
That one.
I feel like it doesn't
It is
have a
true.
name.
It
That one is
recently
true.
underwent a name change.
Yeah.
So
Oh, well, I'm just
Be
gonna be
careful.
different.
I trust that one. I mean that sounds like WinShape to me. Legacy Lake.
Legacy Lake,
it
it
is
does.
very WinShape-esque. That one is false, unfortunately. Also
Ah!
false. So,
Are you serious?
Sarah, another point for you.
I belong at boys camp. It
What
seems.
is happening?
See, it pays to be different.
Yes,
That's
Wait,
what
what's
we
it
like to
pays to be
named?
different.
What's-
You're welcome.
It's actually just called the lake.
You're kidding.
Just the lake.
Just the lake.
The
Yes.
slow look.
The lake.
The lake.
Very creative
Wow.
here.
Legacy
So-
Lake would be a good name, you know.
It would be, but sadly, just
Just
the
the lake.
Just
Wow.
the lake.
The simpler things at Mount Berry, you know.
Man.
All right, and then our final kind of trivia statement,
Okay.
true or false. The 6 packs of the Mount Berry WinShape Wilds are Bronco, Raptor, Timber, Puma, Grizzly, and Elk. Did you get all that?
Sure. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, I know this one.
All right, you're both saying true, and it is true.
It is true. Great.
Hot dog.
So great
A
job.
little high
I
five
won.
or
Oh yeah, high thumb.
high thumb.
Nice,
That's
nice.
good.
I think
Thumbs
Sarah
up.
came out on top for that round.
I'm like really
Felt like
impressed with
Sarah won that
myself.
one.
Which, congratulations.
For not doing anything going in.
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Representing the women well. But since we kind of are on the topic of Mount Berry, I
Okay.
think it's fitting that we kind of go ahead and introduce our
Yeah.
Mount Berry packs.
Let's do it.
And so we can start at Mount Berry. The culture is a little bit more outdoorsy. We're placed on Berry's mountain campus, so it's very mountainous right next to Lavender Mountain, and they get to stay in cabins all summer long with their campers. And so it's very like traditional summer camp
Yeah.
kind of vibes.
I love it.
Yeah, it's really
That's
cool.
sweet.
And they're very nice cabins, by the way.
So
not
it's
your
glamping.
traditional. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is.
It's like an Airbnb level-esque.
Yes. WinShape camps for Airbnb. And at Mount Berry, they are all sorted into animal packs. So we have a pack culture, kind of making up those WinShape Wilds that I mentioned before.
Do
And
they
so
get packs?
They do get packs.
Backpacks?
Like backpacks.
Not backpacks
Okay.
unless you come back for a 3rd year.
Ayo.
There you go. So
Okay.
come back for 3 years, back for the pack.
Okay,
But,
okay.
Here we are for the pack at Mount Berry.
Okay.
And so each pack has a different attribute related to Christ that they get to walk through their campers with. And as campers come back year after year and they grow older, they get into older age groups and they get to learn different attributes. So then hopefully they've grown up going to WinShape all their life, and then they can leave knowing these 6 different attributes and what it means to be a Christian
That's really
rooted
cool.
in their faith through
Amen.
these attributes.
Yeah.
So
Sweet.
really cool.
the first one is a whole lot of fun. It's our youngest age group,
Cute.
1st and 2nd graders, so the
Oh.
little itty bitty campers at camp.
You would
They-
call them early nuggets.
Little
Yeah,
nuggets.
the little nuggets.
Yeah.
They are going to be in our Bronco pack, and they're going to learn what it means to find joy in the Lord, led by the one and only Logan Castleman, an incredible staff member from last summer. And like I said, they're going to get to learn what it means to have joy in the Lord in all circumstances. And so
That's sweet.
Logan will be leading this group of guys and gals, if you will, because
Yeah,
at
how
Boys Camp
they-
we do actually hire some girl staffers to help us out with different areas.
They're
And
in our
so
program staff, correct?
They are in
Yeah.
our program
Oh,
staff,
okay.
so they won't be in the cabins with the campers, but they'll get to do
Okay.
activities and play games with them as well in different areas
so fun.
when available. But yeah, solid crew here. Levi Chafin was one of mine last year, making that jump over to Camper Care. So
Okay.
super excited for him.
Hey, if you're a Bronco, give a shout out in the chat down there.
A horse emoji.
A horse
even.
emoji.
They do have one of those.
See, you
I
know
do
them
that.
too.
Pull the emojis out.
But yeah, moving right along to our next pack is our Raptor pack, and so they get to learn all about bravery, and they will be led by the fearless Andrew Ellis.
Fearless indeed.
Yes, coming back for his third summer, so he is actually back for the
Getting
pack
the
this summer.
backpack. All right.
And he will be leading this group of counselors. We got Sam Stork, who I actually worked with at a Chick-fil-A.
No
no
way.
Fact. So
wow.
super excited to kind of rekindle that
Yeah.
work
Wait,
relationship.
that's really cool. Yeah.
Good friend. He's one of our photographers, correct?
He is,
think-
and I got to meet him today at Berry College.
Wow,
so,
that's awesome.
Frain, I hope you're watching, but great to meet you.
I know Gavin's the new staffer, I think,
Yeah.
up there.
I know a Claire Mossman. I wonder if Corbin knows.
Maybe.
Maybe they're
Maybe distant relative or something.
potentially, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and so moving on to our next and final junior camp pack will be our Timber pack, and these are our 5th and 6th graders who will learn all about being loyal, kind of Timber pack, Timber Wolves. You
Okay,
know, the
yeah,
Wolf
that makes
pack.
sense.
And they will be
See
led
that?
by Rustin Kahn, just another solid leader and man of God that I'm really excited to have back to lead these guys. Kind of a bigger group. If
Yeah.
you notice.
Yeah.
One of our biggest groups here at Mount Berry.
Word.
There's some
Solid,
solid. Yeah, you took the word right on
Literally
there.
the same word. I mean, journey.
Journey, yep.
Journeying with God
yeah.
on a road trip.
He
And
came ready for the team.
I see Sam and Russell and Max, some like really good returners up there.
Corin George, I believe, is in the chat right now.
Oh, no
He's
way.
actually going to be
Well,
our
shout
drummer
out.
this summer.
Ooh.
Which means you were a
Heyo,
drummer.
I was a drummer one year. Yeah, that's awesome.
So this is your legacy right
All
here.
right.
Wow. That's really
Man.
sweet.
Yeah, so super fun group, and that kind of rounds out our junior camp groups.
Okay.
So now
Which-
we're moving into senior camp.
What's the age in junior camp again?
The age in junior camp is from 1st grade all the way to 6th grade.
Okay,
Okay.
gotcha.
And so now we're moving into our 7th and 8th grade group, our middle school,
Okay.
the Puma Pack.
Middle school
Puma
boys.
pack.
Yes.
Those
All
are
right.
wild. I
Oh,
love it.
Thompson.
When you think of middle school, you probably think of patience because they have a lot of that. And
Yeah,
so
I see where that's going. Yeah.
that is their attribute, and they will be led by Thompson Cummings, and he will be leading another rather large group.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
I believe this is actually the largest group, followed closely by Timber. But again, a lot of solid guys. AJ Pierce making his transition from junior camp last summer to senior camp.
Oh, sweet.
So super excited for him.
See, Guillermo, I think he's one of our speakers, right?
Yeah, he is our senior
and
camp
Jaden.
speaker.
I see Jaden on there as well. He's our worship leader.
Yes.
I think for Mount Berry.
all
That's
the guys
awesome.
on my team. So I'm super excited to get to serve with them.
That's a fun one,
That's
yeah.
great.
Hear about their Puma adventures.
Puma
and learning
adventures.
patience.
I love
Lots
that.
of
Middle school
adventures.
boys. That's going to be so fun.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they're gonna need a lot of patience.
They are going to need a lot of patience.
Moving right along to our next senior camp group is actually one that's pretty close to me and Titus's heart because we actually started the same summer on staff in this age group,
Yep.
and that is our high school group,
Oh.
the Grizzly Pack,
Oh, sweet.
learning
Love the
all about
Grizzlies.
strength in their faith and physical strength, but mostly in their faith. And a little bit of a smaller group, but still a really fun one.
Yeah.
Like I
For
said,
sure.
it was really fun to bond with Titus this year in this group. So
Yeah.
I know
That's
they're going to have a
cool.
lot of fun.
Yeah,
I see
it's a lot of fun.
Trejo.
There's a
There.
Trejo.
There
in
was a
there.
Trejo. There's some
Daryl.
WinShape royalty in that group.
Trejo
So-
Trail.
We love Daryl. I know I also saw Elias in that. I know he's making a jump over from Cleveland to Mount Berry.
Yeah,
that's
he's
a lot
making
of
a
fun.
big location jump.
That's
so
cool.
super
That's a lot
excited
of fun.
to indoctrinate him into the 2-week culture.
That's cool.
Hey, if you're at our Mount Berry location this summer, go ahead and give some love and a shout out in the chat down there.
Thumbs up.
Give a
Yeah,
thumbs up.
give a
We'll
good
take the
thumbs
thumbs
up.
up.
Not this one. This one.
Yeah, and then as we come to our final pack at Mount Berry, it is our adventure group that will be out on the trail, backpacking and camping all session long, and that is our elk group. And they will be learning what it means to be steadfast in the Lord. Because, you know, out on that trail, summer, it gets real hot.
You're pushing through.
And you got to just run that race real steadfastly. So Michael Hurst, a former camper,
He is,
will be leading this group. So super exciting. A very small group, only 4 counselors. But then they have a few program staff to help them out along the way as well.
See, Wyatt was a former camper as well, correct?
Yeah, right? He was, and he was on our program staff being a lifeguard, so he's a big safety guy.
That's
so
awesome.
we kind of need him out on the trail.
We love
Very
that.
important out on the trail, for sure.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun one. I know we mentioned earlier about the Tigers, but that's a great opportunity for like intentionality with campers and even each other with staff. Like that's going to be like a tight brotherhood right there.
Yeah, most
that's
campers
so
come out with this being their most impactful summer experience.
That's
with
awesome.
the Elk Pack, so we're super excited for that.
Man.
Well, you went over Mount Berry, and it seemed like there's a lot going on there. There's so many different groups. What about the other camp location? What's that like?
Yeah, so that is our Cleveland camp location.
Okay.
And to kind of get us back in the mindset of Cleveland, I thought I have a few more questions for us to kind of refresh our memory.
Well,
Sarah, hey, you're already ahead.
you've got
you already took round
pro.
1.
You've
so
got to
there's,
lead.
there's no need to be scared here. But I got 3 more questions, and these get a little bit trickier. I'm going to be honest. There were some that I did not know at first and had to reach out to a few contacts who've been here a bit longer than I have. So good luck. So first statement, WinShape Camps for Boys started using a camp theme in the summer of 2000.
Of 2000?
That seems late to me.
Yeah,
I'm going to say no.
I don't trust that one. I'm going no too. And you're not going to talk me out of this one. This
Okay.
time. I'm sticking
you
I'm
can
sticking
have
my
what you
guns
want.
here.
Yeah.
Trust yourself.
Well, that statement is false, so you were correct. This is a little bit of a controversial question, but I fact-checked it. We started using a camp theme in 1998.
Okay.
And that theme was Go Light Your World.
Go Light Your World.
Go Light Your
in
World.
1998. That's a
Lamp
good
into
team
my
to start
feet.
with.
Yeah, very strong team to start
very
off
strong.
with.
That's awesome.
Light to my path.
That's great. So tied, 1-1.
Okay.
Next question. WinShape Camps for Boys added its first camp location outside of Mount Berry in 2014.
Well, we said that's when I graduated.
Yeah, that is when you graduated.
Feels like a good
I
year.
don't think so. I'm going no on this one as well.
All right, this one was a bit of a trick question.
Oh, no.
It was false. So sorry, Sarah.
My
but
first
Let's
loss.
go.
The Blaze and Hydra squads were introduced in 2014.
Oh, okay.
However, we did not actually move to Cleveland as a physical camp location until 2015. So just off.
Oh,
Right,
a year
yeah.
off.
Yeah,
Doesn't
just
feel
a year
fair.
off.
That is
And then
a
final
good question, though. Good
yeah,
question.
very good trick question. And then finally, the 3 squads at our Cleveland location are Blaze, Hydro, and Quake.
Blaze, Hydro, and Quake. I know this one.
I'm just going to.
So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and
Let
give the
the
thumbs up on that one
decide.
as well.
All right,
I
and
know
you
that
were
one for
both
sure.
correct. So bravo,
we go.
bravo.
Good
I
job,
think,
good job.
Titus, did you take that round?
Oh, I think so.
I think you did.
I'm-
So y'all are
Okay,
tied.
but if
think-
we
I think
look
Sarah
at the
beat me
cumulative
overall.
goal.
Which is still pretty embarrassing for me being a boys camp guy, but I will take my one little victory there.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll forgive you.
That was
But-
fun.
Yeah, so to talk a little bit more about our Cleveland location, they are a medieval culture, and
Ooh.
campers will be assigned into a different squad, like we mentioned, so a Blaze, a Hydro, or a Quake. And a little bit different from Mount Berry, where you kind of move up through the different packs. At Cleveland, once you are assigned a squad, that is your squad, ride or die. You don't lead that squad. You have a bunch of pride, and every year you get to come back and participate in Squad Wars to
Epic.
win the Squad Cup, which is a sick-looking trophy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
It's
is
so
super
fun.
fun for both staff and campers to compete in.
Yep.
And it gets really competitive in a really fun way. But yeah, I would say that's probably the biggest difference. In addition to at Cleveland, we only have elementary and middle school campers. We don't have that high school age group there yet. But that's a little bit of the few differences and nuances, apart from location as well. That's probably a great place to start. And this camp is located at Truett McConnell University now,
It
not
got
college. They
promoted.
did get that accreditation, so congratulations to them.
Nice. Good job,
And
Truett.
they will get to stay in dorms all summer long. So as opposed to the cabins there in kind of college dorms, kind of that more mature experience, exciting for elementary and middle schoolers that don't get to try that out too
This is
soon.
Cleveland, Georgia, correct?
Yes,
Not
Cleveland, Georgia,
Ohio.
which I
or-
did not even realize there was a Cleveland, Georgia before this
Okay.
job. So you learn something new
Me neither.
every day. So Yes, they will be in Cleveland, Georgia
That's
all
awesome.
summer long. But we can go ahead and introduce our first squad at Cleveland, and that's going to be our Blaze squad,
Blaze.
led by Alex Sneath, who his 1 week name is Midas.
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 Which is a pretty mighty.
Yeah.
That is
You know?
strong.
Very similar to our Girls Camp Young Harris. They get like these kind of fun
Camp names.
names. Yeah.
Yeah. Fortunately, I don't have a 1 week name. They're super fun, but
We can give you
so
one.
maybe
sorry
one
about
day.
Yeah,
But
if you think you have a good camp name for Jacob, go ahead and put that in the chat.
I'll be really interested
We're
to see.
taking votes now.
Midas will be leading the Blaze squad, and here they are.
Oh, there's some fun ones in there.
Midas Mighty Men.
See
I
Noah.
love it.
Yeah.
Noah in there, Noah Flady. He's coming back for, I think, year 5. I think
Yeah,
this is
he's
his
been
5th
around
year
for
now.
a while. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Wow,
And I
that's
actually got to meet Terrell Hodges-Brooks in Arizona at ACU.
Okay.
So super fun guy. He'll be on the SWAT team for them, helping set up
ACU.
their events. So
Yeah.
Sweet.
shout out to ACU out there if y'all are there.
Yeah.
Put it in the chat because I know y'all are a small but mighty group.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Midas
and we're super
mighty.
excited to have you.
Mighty
But
Midas.
yeah, moving right along to our next squad, it's going to be our Hydro squad, led by
Hey.
Caesar, aka Charlie Nowell.
Nowell.
I'm hoping I'm pronouncing your last name right because I know what that's like.
Yeah.
But Caesar is a lot easier name to say, and Caesar will be leading the Hydro squad, which is this group of guys right here
And girl.
and girls.
Mallory?
Yeah,
Sorry.
and Mallory in there.
Can't forget Mallory.
See Ethan coming back again. We love Ethan. He's a great staffer. Hey, if you're a Hydro, go ahead and shout out in there. There's got to be a water
There's
emoji.
a
yeah?
water drop for
Yeah,
sure.
I
Yeah.
think so. I think they also kind of have like a dragon in their emblem, so I think there's even like a
Yeah,
dragon emoji.
dragon,
Ooh.
water,
Okay.
any of
So
those
dragon,
things.
water.
Give a shout out if you're a
pick your
Hydro.
poison. Yeah, but awesome Hydro squad. And then finally, we have our Quake squad, which are our
Strong
kind
squad.
of like granola guys, our earthy guys. And they'll be led by Nate Harrington, aka Moose Tracks.
Moose Tracks.
Yeah, solid ice cream flavor,
Moose
by
Tracks.
the way.
He's
Yeah.
third year staffer coming back.
Nice. Also back to the
Back to the
pack.
pack. Back to the pack. We love Moose.
And
Moose
here's the
Tracks.
group that he will be leading all summer long.
Oh, cool name.
Oh, I see.
Ezekiel
Yep,
Kellogg.
Romeo. You already know Romeo in there.
Yeah,
Love
drop some
Romeo in
rhymes in
there.
the chat for us.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun with Parker Phillips. That's I think a newer staff maybe. I don't think I recognize that one, but
I love
So
it.
Welcome to the team, Parker.
Yeah, glad you're here. If you are a Quake, not a Quaker, a Quake.
Quake, yeah, Quake.
Maybe
Quaker.
send a leaf in there.
That's awesome.
But yeah, that kind of rounds out our Cleveland culture and packs and staff, and so we're really excited
Yeah.
this year at Boys Camp. We got a lot going on,
Yeah.
as you can see.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Fun
That's awesome.
things.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing all of those amazing things and for letting our summer staff get to know you a little bit better too.
Yeah, of
Thanks
course.
for your
Thanks
time.
for having me, y'all.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jacob.
Good to see you.
See you soon.
See you this summer.
All right. So as we are getting ready, we're getting close to wrapping up for evening, but we have a
close.
few more things. Just as we had Grace come join us earlier, we wanted to have somebody for Boys Camp come up here and kind of impart some like wisdom and advice to our
Yeah.
staff. This guy has been around for a long time.
He's
He
a
is
legend.
a legend, a dear friend to a lot of us in the office team. So I would love to invite our good friend Mike Briggs up to the stage. Mike, how you doing, man?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Doing well,
back.
doing well.
Been watching the show from my phone, and I gotta say, you guys are doing a great job.
Great.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we're excited to have you joining us tonight. So,
Thanks.
how about you tell everybody a little bit about yourself, who you are, kind of your legacy with Boys Camp, and all that fun
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
What do
you
you
guys kind of already aged me a little bit, but yeah, my name's Mike Briggs, and I had the opportunity to start working camp 2015.
Wow.
I went to Southeastern University in Lakeland, so if we've got any Southeastern guys out there or girls, go ahead and drop a flame in the chat.
Flame.
A
Go,
flame
go
too.
Flames.
Yeah,
All
I mean
the flames.
the South fire, but
Fire.
you know. But yeah, so been working camp. I absolutely love camp. My wife has worked camp, and I have a little baby who's actually probably the youngest camper around,
yeah.
especially at Cleveland.
Yeah.
So
Did you get her mini chacos? I'm
No,
sure they make those.
Yeah, they need them.
I do need to look
Yeah.
into those.
Maybe
She
not.
does have a little like baby camper shirt, so
That's cute.
the WinShape community is strong. So
Yeah,
That's
she's
But yeah.
adorable. We love that.
Cool. Well, just like the question we asked Grace, we wanted to get your advice too. So, if you were to tell some of our summer staff that are coming this summer, returners or new, what advice would you give them to prepare well for this summer?
Yeah, I think if it was my first summer and I was getting ready to come to camp, I probably would want to be told just to embrace what you're walking into. WinShape Camps has so many opportunities that you can be a part of, and I would say just keep an eye out for those. You'll kind of see as you're walking along your WinShape path, there's after summer opportunities and even leadership opportunities. I know I was super encouraged and developed just in the opportunity that I was given to lead other college students that are about the same age as me, and I just benefited so much from that. So there's just so much to do, so embrace it.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is, I would say, one of the things that sets WinShape apart from other camps is our development. As you mentioned very well, like we are very dedicated to pouring into our staff, and it goes much more than just a camp or a summer at camp. It kind of keeps going on through the year, so that's awesome. Man, that's great. Great word there. Well, as we asked earlier, what was one thing that might have been a little bit more difficult for you than you like anticipated going into the summer? Like something that you weren't really expecting, and it was like, whoa, that was maybe a little harder.
Yeah, so everybody might not feel the same way, but when I was in college, I felt like I got a pretty decent amount of sleep. I could kind of plan my schedule to where I didn't have too many 8 a.m. classes. But going into camp, getting some sleep was definitely one of the things. I wasn't expecting it to be as challenging, and it's not because the camp programming was that overwhelming, but more so in the morning, you want to plan a little bit of time to, get into the Word or maybe get a workout in. And then at night when the campers are asleep, it's so tempting to go hang out with the community and the counselors and program staff that you get to work with. So kind of being able to know when to say, okay, I need to go to bed now, and get that sleep that I need so I can have enough energy. I would say that was it. So get your sleep now while you can, and then and then maybe get some during the summer too.
That's the second comment we've heard about sleep already. So
you may not walk away from the summer feeling well rested physically, but we hope and we pray and hope that you guys are praying and seeking this spiritually, that you come away more rested and revived spiritually, because that's more important, is being filled up by the Holy Spirit, because when you don't have anything else to pour, He continues to be enough for us.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, so on the flip side of that, what is something better than you anticipated?
So community, definitely going into summer. I mean, I was very much so kind of an introvert, especially my freshman year of college. And I always had a few like really close friends, but going into a summer of camp, I had never stepped into such a rich, encouraging, fun community. And I kind of almost compare it. I know it's not the same, but it almost feels like Bible days. Like you're just running around with people. You're not distracted by technology or anything, and you're all serving a great mission, doing good work, and just getting to live in fellowship with each other. So I think that was one thing that really blew me away, is just the community that you get to step into and be a part of.
Yeah.
That's sweet. It's
Camp
really
friends are real friends.
like we said before, totally. Camp
Yeah.
friends are forever friends. That's absolutely true.
Well, Mike, as our staff are preparing for the summer, our both new staff and returners, as they're preparing, what advice would you give them to prepare well? How would you, what would you advise them to do to get ready for the summer the best they can?
So apart from picking up some good 6-inch khaki shorts and maybe some Chacos if you don't have those.
Essentials.
Essentials.
Some camp essentials. I would say maybe practice getting into a rhythm now while you're either in school or back at home. In the morning, at camp especially, you need to kind of make time to get in the Word or have some quiet time or get a workout in, and that's kind of something that you need to make sure you're putting into your schedule for your own personal personal gain.
Yeah.
But now that you're at home, you might have a little more flexibility. So it'd be a great time to kind of work maybe before your day starts, get in the rhythm of getting up a little bit earlier and getting nourished in some way. Or maybe before you go to bed, just getting in some rhythm. Because I know at camp that really comes in handy is kind of having that time set aside just to kind of get some spiritual nourishment or just take some time.
Yeah.
Some discipline.
So, yeah.
Right?
So yeah, start those discipline techniques now.
That's good.
Good.
Yeah, Atomic Habits, great book.
Yeah.
If you've read that, let us know.
There it is. Yeah,
That'll
drop
really
it in the
get you-
chat. Little
Drop it in the chat.
Get you set. Well,
Drop
do
a
you
little
have-
book emoji. A
There
book
you
emoji.
go.
There we go.
Yeah. Well, do you have any closing thoughts or anything else that you'd want to share too?
Yeah, I think just this is such a unique time of your life as you're in college and you get the opportunity to dedicate an entire summer to such a cool and fun mission as WinShape Camp. So you might be missing out on like an internship or some time at the beach, but I promise you this is such a unique time. I would just say just absorb it and enjoy it because it really is just a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Good.
That's really good advice.
Sweet.
Mike.
Sage wisdom.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Bumping around.
Yeah. Thank you so much for taking time out of your night to come hang out with us. And we'll see you in just a few short months, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Saturday
so
is right around
excited.
the corner.
I'm so excited. Thank you guys
Yeah.
so much, and see you guys.
Yeah.
All right. That's
Well,
about it, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I know that we had a good time up here getting to talk with some of our coworkers or
Playing some
staff. Yeah, we had some good times. Hope you guys did too. Hope you guys feel geared up and ready. And again, if you know of anyone that you feel like would be a really good fit, maybe there's something you didn't know about camp, that maybe you heard something and you're like, hey, I know someone who really loves going hiking and would love to be out on the trails, or maybe you didn't realize that we also hire photographers and people in the band. Please just like let your friends know that we are still hiring, we are still available. But
Yeah. You should have seen an email just recently that our spring recruiting incentive just started.
Ooh.
So you can let your friends know, and you can also make a little money out of that as well. So if you're looking to have a little bonus in your paycheck,
which you need because you're in college.
you
and
definitely need.
You definitely need
Yeah,
that.
be on the lookout for getting your friends here. But other than that, you should be getting some more information soon from all of your different group leaders with just as you are gearing up for the summer, including
Yeah.
some emails. The Road to Summer campaign started, the email campaign, so
Yeah.
you'll get those every month. And yeah, we'll see y'all soon.
Yeah.
As we mentioned,
Thanks
it is
for
really right
tuning
around the corner.
in
Yeah.
to Road to Summer Live, and we have a little bit more road to go before the road actually begins this summer. We are
Absolutely.
so excited. Thank you so much for joining us
Yep.
tonight.
We'll see y'all later.
Bye.